world of YouTube, Tev site here, and I'd like to go over. I should have went over this before, but because of the drama in this case, I just didn't. I couldn't bear watching it, but I am glad and will give that justice system the credit and huge salute for looking at this case of Johnny Depp to be just played out as a role in some type of movie. Dramaed, queen type movie. I want to make note, and I want to make one good point that I think is one good point on this case. Because you know what? I've been watching Johnny Depp since Johnny Depp jumped on the TV screen from Nightmare on Elm Street back in the 80s. 21 Jump Street. What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I could go on and on for a list of movies. Secret Window that I love. Even though that movie was something about being traumatized. And I think Johnny Depp was traumatized by this Amber, whatever her name is, drama queen turd, Hurd. And I'm glad I took these screenshots of her face, because as you can see her, look at me. Just the very little bit of this case that I looked into, I knew right away this woman was only on there for one thing. Probably, right, giving herself a huge publicity stunt run. But my main point and my main thing there is that I never heard anybody mention this, or even though I didn't look much up on it, but I think this would have came out in any media news, posting or the news saying it. I didn't hear it. If it was mentioned, I didn't hear it. But as long as I've known Johnny Depp to be into the movie scene, as long as I've known this kid, even the movie friggin' Cry Baby, it was kind of, lame, but because he was in it, that kid can act. I should say guy, but I've known him I could say I've known him since the 80s, man, and that's a long frickin' time. But the most main thing that and like I said, this would have been over the news now and in the past. But my main thing that made me know that this case was friggin' a joke, a complete joke. This woman does have some acting drama experience, I can say. Hey, she did play a number, but when you're doing the acting at the court, and I did catch a few interviews on her on the stand where she kept, giving the, and this is when someone ain't legit, is when they stop to think what they gonna say. The famous, and I know, I know someone my wife talks to, and it's in a family member that does it all the time, and stops to think what they're gonna say. And that's what hurt this little girl right here. And the main thing is to keep you in suspense. The main thing that I did not hear mentioned or anything about Johnny Depp. And what I know, like I said, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll repeat myself, is throughout his career, not once have I ever heard of Johnny Depp being arrested for any type or act of violence towards women. Never. And all of a sudden, and for, I'm sorry, but when you got people in the Me Too movement waiting so many years to come out with this, And obviously, this woman tried to get in on the action, but I'm sorry, when you women wait that long, I don't care who's in power. A woman's voice can overpower any man if the truth and allegations are real. I'm just baffled on how many women sat there and waited so long to say something. And as you can see, if it would have been done long ago, I don't care what time it was, it blew up, with, say so, Bill Cosby. I think it would have blown up back then too. And waiting this long is just, geez. And obviously Amber Turd here waited too long, but her case is different because she went in there completely fake, put on that fake face. But as you can see, so I just read something earlier about Johnny Depp might be going after the media. Well, hopefully you don't sue too many media people, because this one right here, I believe, if it was shown to the courts, which it probably wasn't, but as you can clearly see, this person here, it's Keisha, showed this on her channel. As you can see her looking like she's got puffy eyes, crying, playing the victim. But yet, he got this. Oh, her little quirky, smug smile smirk, as to say. But I played these pictures in reverse because this is when she first popped up, and when she saw the camera on her face, then she went to this. Oh, geez. But what was this meant for? Well, and I don't know if she was talking to her. No, she's on the jury stand. The witness stand. So, what is she whipping up in her head for her next, big drama, interview, drama queen? What the hell would I call it? Play it off, type thing, and think she's gonna get away with all this, and just the happiness of what she is doing, tormenting the poor guy is right. Which I don't believe that he done none of it, because like I said, there's that point. I ain't never heard of him ever being, whether or not you can, and then you got the haters that's gonna say, because she was scared to mention this. She was too scared, or any woman was too scared, because he's got the money and the power to shut people up. I'm sorry. Even my wife said it. She says it. Why are you coming out many years later? You see how much that blew up? I think it would have blown up long ago too. And people would have got rightfully taken out of the business world if they were really, doing this to people. The women, it's, oh man, don't get me wrong. I can't, say too much for too many women, because, there are real life cases, but to wait that long, just like Amber Turd here waited that long, waited so long to, this abusive relationship. But obviously they seen through this woman. Fake. Just doing what she does best as an actress. So forgets the camera is on, does this at court. So, like I said, boom. Really. I want to congratulate Johnny Depp. I'm a huge fan. Hell, I even put on my Instagram, took a picture of his new cologne. Well, not new, but like 3 years back maybe, I seen he's got a new cologne. came out with a cologne, so I posted on my page. That's right. Made sure I posted that shit for him. Represent. Because, I mean, Johnny Depp, to me, he's a good damn actor. I mean, there's a lot of actors out there that, don't get enough attention or whatnot, but his career explains it all, man. And for this woman to come up and try and destroy his friggin' life, I mean, sometimes that ain't right. That ain't right. And her knowing the richest man in the world, and this richest man in the world funds her money, that even makes it more look bogus. Why ain't she funding her own money? Why does she need another man or a man to fund anything for her lawyers? I don't know, man. This case was drama from the beginning. Like I said, I caught bits and pieces of it, and I knew it was all... But that one thing, that one main thing that caught my attention is, like I said, I've been following this man his whole career. Movies like The Ninth Gate. There was some movies he came out that were kind of dead, but I still watched it. There's a lot of things this guy's done. And he's even given back and bought land to the Native Americans. So, I mean, he does give back, donation-wide. So why would someone want to, hurt his career like this is beyond me. Women that are insecure of themselves. And I think the matter of he wanted to get out and she wouldn't let him. Maybe obsessed. And if she can't have him, then she'll be obsessed the other way and just ruin his life. But obviously that didn't work. Once again, congratulations, Mr. Depp. Huge fan. And this is just, man, how can I say it? One for the good guys. The ones that don't deserve this. And for this woman to put him through this, you know what? Get off my phone. Boop. Yeah, wait a minute. Look at these people. Just look at these people. I bet you they're more sane. Get the Disney bundle. But that's right. Amber Turd. In her turd case. What were you thinking? Man, just get over someone and move on to the next one. Yeah, you got some movies out there that need to be looked at. You got this man to lose Pirates of the Caribbean role. Why? Because you're a schmuck. And maybe your career ain't taking off as big as Johnny Depp's did. Yours is just probably sitting there on the wall, on the bookshelf, collecting dust. And it doesn't even collect dust now more because you goofed. Did a stupid act. Very stupid. And people like that, to me, are the ones that make this world a worse place to live. Just to think there's women out there like that just want to corrupt somebody. Drag them down to their level. That ain't good for people's depression, mental health, let alone that girl that, was texting the kid. I forgot his name. Sorry about this, and she ended up making him kill himself. Well, then just do it. If that's the way the modern women are being raised, and if that's the way the girls of today, not all of them, don't get me wrong, not all of them, but most of them want to be this way, man, they need some serious friggin' help. Someone better start getting them help now, or these are the ones that make this, the Me Too movement look bad also. There are women out there that have this abusive, raping, sexual encounter with someone, and them women don't need the bad, and there's always got to be that bad seed to make everything else wrong. and make it look, more worse than what it is in other ways than what it's supposed to be, it's not good. It's not good. But other than that, folks, man, we need to educate the younger generation a lot more than what it is. Because I tell you, if they're going to be more Amber Turds out there, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Till the next video, folks. Be safe, take care, always beware. You just don't know when you're going to run into that Amber Turd. Out.